Okay, here we go. Okay, welcome everybody to the first game of the Mad Random Cup 2v2 final between Error and Tatoh versus Edie and St4rk. Game is running really slow though. Okay, let's look at the civs. It's Britain and Spanish versus Mayans and Spanish. So we don't have the same civs here. It was hidden pick civs. Is this a unit dying? Oh, he deleted the spear. Oh, that's interesting. Tatoh actually deleted his spear, so he wouldn't be pop capped and he would be able to make a villager sooner. Did any other players do this? No, still has a spear. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay, let's look at the civs. So the Spanish here for St4rk. Of course, Spanish very strong, will probably go, because of these walls, maybe fast castle into plumes. That's what I expect them to see. Then is... oh my god, what am I saying? This is a St4rk, the Spanish player, who will probably go fast castle into conquistadors. Sorry about that. And Edie as the Mayan player, also a civ, which would be benefit to go for a castle. Yeah, sorry about that. I was looking at Edie here while I was casting St4rk. So both these civs will probably go for their unique unit in the castle. But on the other team, Tatoh as Spanish, same here. But strange thing is the Britain player. Why did Error choose Britons? As you know, you can't pick the civ, the same civ again in later games. So maybe Team Tatoh is sparing the Mayans for a later game. But yeah. And of course, with the map, with these walls, there probably won't be any early aggression. Do see really early walls coming up here from St4rk. In the previous games with Edie and St4rk, they tended to wall up a lot and boom. And they were just playing like arena. As you can see here, Edie also doing more walls. The game is going really slow here. Game speed should be normal. No idea why that's happening. Okay, so both players doing almost exactly the same, except for the walling parts. Should watch out for these two wolves. And Error actually Xing the walls. There we go, some wolf action here. Okay, so teams will be almost... oh, this is some strange wall here. I thought they were going to make like a big team wall, but it seems like they're leaving this part open. And Edie is actually making these walls. It's probably making these walls so they can't pressure the gold. It's pretty strange for me that you would wall all of this and then wall like this. Really strange walls here. They're trying to pick off a villager here, and he actually might get it because the wolf is attacking the villager. Yeah, look at that one villager pick. He will lose spearman though, but that was really worth it, picking off that one villager. And Eddie is also -1, but I think he just lost his spearman. Yeah, look at these walls. Why would you... Oh, these are really, really strange walls from Eddie, in my opinion. Spending so much time walling the front and the back. Why not just make like a team wall over here? Yeah, that's strange. Okay, so both players... Oh, Eddie actually first one to click up the field 8 with 25 population. Let's see, does he... 3 on gold, and he's going on to stone. So yeah, he will be going for castle into plumes. Let's look at st4rk's base, he's also on stone. Let's look at Tatoh. Tatoh not on stone yet. He's pushing in some deer to the mill. Already has 3 on gold, but nothing on stone actually. And also 3 on gold here. Okay, so I wonder what Tatoh is going to do, seeing as he isn't on stone yet. Or Xing a lot, probably Xing for team walls probably, seeing as error X this spot. I think the team walls would be a lot better than the walls that Eddie and st4rk made. Pushing in some deer. As you can see, Tatoh will be the second one up the feudal with 27 villager uptime. The game is slowing down again. Why is the game constantly slowing down? Shouldn't have this problem. Okay, let's see what Tatoh is going to do here. Oh, he's actually fighting against the eagle. So the eagle will be dead for Eddie. Let's see if we see anything. Just blacksmith and 2 ranges over here. That will be interesting. So arrow will go into a decent feudal army. Let's see if he starts. Yeah, there we go. Already is creating archers. Meanwhile, the other players will probably just blacksmith market. Blacksmith market coming up from st4rk. Blacksmith market from Eddie, who is up on the way to Castle Age. And where did Tatoh make his buildings? Yeah, where did Tatoh actually... Oh, he met him over here. Blacksmith markets. And Tatoh is now sending his villager out to stone. It's a bit different than all the other players. Normally you send 2 or 3 onto stone in the Dark Age, going up the feudal. Okay, error. Already has some archers out. I'm going to look at scouting for a second here. Yeah, not many places they can hit at the moment. Look at Tatoh. Tatoh actually not scouting Eddie at all. Let's look at the other team. Eddie knows almost everything that he needs to know. And now look at that st4rk walling behind. 4 archers 5 archers. They won't do anything in the village. Actually, Stark will be the last one to click up. He did lose that one villager. He's leaving one archer over here. Probably to see if he can harass the wood line a bit later on when he gets Fletching and Botkin. There we go, just in range. Being able to annoy these villagers, look at that. 2 villagers idle. And he has to send them away. On the front, he's trying to get in through the palisades. Stark is making defensive castle which will be up in time. And he's walling on this side towards the DC. So he will be safe. He'll just make a lumber camp on this side. Let's see, Eddie already has his castle up and he's making some plumes. Tatoh also have just made his castle. So at this point, there's nothing that Error can do to hit Stark, maybe on the sides, but oh look, now they're going for the team walls. What are these walls? It's even stone walling behind them. Why didn't they just make some team walls? Will he lose his villager? Yeah, this villager is going down, so his base will still be owned. Yeah, Eddie just wants to play arena. Yeah, that's the same thing they did in the semi-final. They did like big stone walls, and Eddie went for like smushes and stuff, even on open maps. So I feel like, well, on this map it wasn't. They weren't able to do some early pressure, Team Tatoh. But on the other maps, I expect Tatoh to go really aggressive, because in the other semi-final which Tatoh played, I think 3 or 4 games, he went extremely heavily into scouts and just killed the opponent early on. So I'm hoping to see some early aggression from them on other maps as well. Oh, get one villager here. No. The villager will stay alive. And as you can see, all his base is stone walled, except for the front, but of course the castle is there to defend. So Eddie will be completely safe. Let's look at the DC count. Error as Britons with the cheaper town centers going up to 3 town centers immediately. Tatoh staying on 1 TC. Yeah. Eddie probably 1 TC as well. Yes, 1 TC. And Stark also on 1 town center. So there's only one player that's booming, and that's Error. Although Error still only has 39 villas, he does. Tatoh actually the most villas, 44 villagers. Look at that, he's so many villagers in front of all the other players. Well, of course, in my opinion, Tatoh is the best player out of these 4 guys. Here we go, Eddie making his 2nd town center forward. Really strange location. I mean, you have... I would have probably made it over here somewhere. Let's see what the conks are doing. Oh, nice pick off there. The plumes are going forward here, but it shouldn't be able to hit anything. Tatoh adding his 2nd town center over there. Let's look over here. Yeah, conks have to run away, of course, because crossbows could still easily pick off the conks. Okay, so at this point, Team Tatoh seems to have better economy. They got more villagers. Ooh. Error could lose some villagers here if he doesn't react. Oh, he's just reacting now. I think he might lose one. Yeah, one down. Oh, the game is slowing down again. We'll lose 2 villagers. Okay, 2 villagers. That's not that bad. Yeah, reacted pretty well. Could have reacted a bit sooner, but of course it's hard to focus on everything at once. On this side, Stark adding in second TC and his siege workshop. Oh, third TC actually. Yeah, I agree with that Pant. It could have been a lot worse if he hadn't noticed the plumes coming in. But the plumes were running along these walls, so... Oh, look at that. Actually, he's coming back in and he picked off 1 villager and 3 crossbows, 4 crossbows. 5 crossbows and 1 villager. 2 villagers. And not losing a single plume. Really, oh, the game is... Why does the game keep slowing down like that? Okay, and then on this side some more plumes, but they are running in towards the castle. Come on, normally I don't have any problems with speed. Just pause it. Come on, why is this happening? Now it's speeding up again, but it's the first time I'm having these problems. Yeah, on the side, crossbows not being able to do much. Just need to try and find the conks to get some conquistador kills. On the side, that's a lot of plumes here. They should be able to take out these conquistadors. Same amount of range. But Eddie's just running away. Oh my god. Getting so annoyed by the speed here. Look at all these villagers being clumped up here. Where is Error's other goals actually? This is one of his goals, and the other one is really forward. Doesn't have that much gold. Tatoh, look at that, 4 town centers. That's 2 nice golds. And are picking off some more villagers. It's turning into a pretty... Oh, look at this, they're going for double, it seems. Conquistadors over here, plumes over there. Oh, man, this is awful. Speed is awful. I'm not that far behind in minutes though, so I wonder why it slowed down that much. Okay, only losing 1 villager again. Good reaction time. Oh, this is just awful. Look at how slow it goes. Okay, Error sending his archers back. Eddie getting ballistics. Tatoh just going for the cartography. Trying to double here. Oh, Tatoh seems to be here just in time. And Error also adding in 2 monks. Oh, this will be a nice fight here. Be able to pick off a decent amount of blooms. Oh, Tatoh needs to hurry up though. Yeah, we're getting wheelbarrow now. That was that good as I had hoped it'd be. Tatoh actually not able to do that much damage. He was a bit too late with his army over there. Let's look at the other sides. Actually, forward siege workshop from Tatoh, and I think these are dead villagers here. No, they can't be dead villagers. They have to be dead blooms because Tatoh actually only lost 1 unit so far. So he's playing really strong. The second castle coming up. Securing this gold here. Let's see if the mangonel will be in time. Forward castle. Oh, look at this. It's a nice castle here from Tatoh. He's only building it with 1 villager though, so it could be easily denied if the balloons find them. And now he's sending in more villagers to build that forward castle. Market from Error. Let's look at Error's resources. It's not looking too good. I think nobody. Oh, come on. Oh, Tatoh is. Oh my god, look at that. Tatoh is on the way to Imperial Age. You will be able to get the traps out. Probably trap down this forward castle. Oh, here come a lot of blooms. But the castle should be up. Oh, Tatoh, come on. Yeah, that castle is up. And he has some mangonels here. There's more conquistadors than Stark does. Look at that. Skill boarding, husbandry. Okay, he needs to go back now. Can't fight this all alone. Needs to make sure that his army doesn't die. I wonder if he knows about this castle. No, he doesn't actually. He doesn't know about it. There's Error's army, yeah. Error's army coming forwards. Look at these gates. It's going to add a 3rd gate, yeah. Adding in a 3rd gate just to lure units more in towards his conquistadors. Well, I think he was going to lose the villagers anyway. So might as well try to kill a bit more plumes. And now Error and Stark also on the way up. Edie will be the last one to click up to Imperial Age. But Tatoh and Error, the first 2 up to Imperial Age. Tatoh really has a big lead there. Let's hope they can do a lot of damage. Let's look. Still didn't get a team wall up. This little bit is still open. And there we go now. Also Edie clicking up to Imperial Age. Let's see where the army is here. Well, this army can't do any damage. That was nicely walled off. Only on this side is pretty open. But I don't think that they scout is. Yeah, they should know he's over here. It's the only place that they can do damage versus Tatoh. Oh, look at this mangonel shots. Just missed one. Oh, he's going to lose a lot of archers here. Oh, he's going to lose almost all of his archers. One mangonel down, but Jesus. Yeah, Eddie won't have any, Error won't have any army left. I think he's trying to put forward castle. No, still not seeing anything. Okay, so he's probably going for forward castle. Yeah, could have made it on the hill here. Let's see. Tatoh losing these villagers on the gold. Not seeing any traps from him yet. Okay, there we go. First trap just being out. Still doesn't know about this castle. Yeah, Tatoh Tyrant clearly. He's going into Paladin. Yeah, Paladin will be pretty strong here. Seeing as Stark actually going into lead skirm. Yeah, and I'm that far behind actually that the second game is already starting. Well, doesn't matter. I think it's looking pretty strong. I mean, look at Tatoh's population here. 148 as Spanish. Eddie also has 140 units, but that's of course because the Mayans have those really cheap plumes. But yeah, for the entire game, they haven't been able to do any damage towards Tatoh. And he's just going to trap down the castles. And send in the paladins. Actually, another castle coming here. It's a pretty nice castle. Denying this gold for Stark. Forward ranges and trebuchet here. That's looking pretty good for Team Tatoh. I hate speed. Really wonder why I'm having these problems. Normally I never have had any problems with the speed settings and stuff. Look at that. Tatoh will be losing all its conquistadors, but it doesn't really need them anymore as he's going into Paladin. Look at all the map control that Team Tatoh has. Edie and Stark are just defending. Now Tatoh is going to trap down the castles. Oh, come on. It seems pretty over, I think. Actually, Eddie losing most of his plumes. He only has 14 military left. Yeah, it's pretty much over. He's losing all his plumes towards paladins. Oh my god, the speed. Why am I having these problems? Look at that castle going down. Eddie only has one castle left. Won't be able to create any army. And he doesn't have anything to defend versus these paladins inside. And on the other side, Error and Stark. Pretty even game here. So actually Error just needs to hold. while Tatoh kills. Stark just needs to hold and error, while Tatoh will kill on the sides. Look at that. Tatoh with, let's say 20, 24, 25 paladins, 3 trebuchets. Actually, Stark sending over helps to help on this side. I'm afraid it won't do much. Second castle is already being fired upon by the traps. Nice quick walls here from Edie to keep the paladins out of his base. Oh, these speeds just... so annoyed right now. Really have no idea what I need to do here to fix this. Really sorry about that, but yeah, the game seems pretty much over. Yeah, castle down for Stark. He'll have nothing to defend. He's only making helps to counter the paladins from Tatoh, but he doesn't have... Does he have elite skirm? I know he researched it, but it seems he hasn't made that many elite skirms yet. And Tatoh going with the forward siege. He is in with the paladins. Look at how many villagers are repairing that castle over there. This is over. GG will be called any second. Oh, so sorry about the slow speeds here. Siege ram for Tatoh. Yeah, this is so over. It's over. Look at this. Stark is just sending all his units towards Edie to help him. But in the meantime, he won't have anything to defend his own base. He's actually getting walled in by error over here. Oh my god, look at this. Jeez. Tatoh just still sending in paladins, and look at all the idols. 54 idols for Edie. It's like almost his entire economy being idle. Yeah, well, only problem is that the second game has probably already started, so we will always also be behind in that one. But yeah, let's see, a lot of helps here. But look at that, yeah, these arbalasts will just kill the helps, paladins will kill the plumes. And they don't have, yeah, that's seeing any elite skirm. Like the first thing that Stark researched when he got Imperial Age was elite skirmisher, and I haven't seen a single elite skirmisher here on the side. So as long as Error and Tatoh fight together, there will be nothing that Edie and Stark can do to stop it. Oh, Tatoh is leaving his traps here a bit exposed. Stark make some onagers, or no, he wasn't making rams. No, he's actually making mangonels. Yeah, look at that. Tatoh starting to fire upon the third castle. actually expanding a lot. Looking for all the extra resources. Setting up 2 markets. Already thinking about setting up trade, I think. Onager for Stark. It will be way too late. Another forward castle from Tatoh. Yeah, look at this. So many paladins. So many paladins. 36 and 47 army versus 21 and 35. And look here. Stark is just... he's sending everything towards Edie and he's not defending his own base. So many villagers repairing again. Let's see this next. Just the stables. Look, here we go. Here's Stark's army going towards Edie to try and help him out. But in the meantime, he's just dying at home. And these paladins will just run away as soon as the helps come in. Who's actually going... is he going to fight us? Error doesn't have a lot of orbs left to pick off the halberdiers. Look at this. 2 traps being attacked by pikes, below a town center firing, and being repaired by villagers. This is something you don't see every game. And Stark can't repair anymore. He doesn't have any gold. Can't repair his traps, so the traps will go down. Yeah, look at that. Yes, no army here. Yes, look at it. He has a nice amount of onagers, 6 onagers, but way too late. And there we go, Edie calling the GG. So let's go into achievements really quickly. Oh, achievements. Look at that KD from Tatoh, insane.